each for your final comments. But this probably should be the way to go, Senator.
I fully support. I have a lot of respect for Archbishop Sapit, who has come to Tana River not once, not twice, and is very firm on his stand. I struggle myself with the fact that every Sunday you would see not the sermon. I remember those days of Akina Bishop Okulu, the late. You would hear a sermon, maybe there's some, as he's talking, is relevant to the political climate at the time, so you would know what he's saying. But you would not see politicians coming up to the pulpit and saying things. I struggle myself as a believer to do that, but there's also this thing of people want to hear you say something. So it's between that, a balancing between the two, that you can go into a congregation, especially where you have been elected. People want to hear you. And at the same time, there is the fact that this is a sanctuary where people have come to worship. So what I used to see former president, I think for a long time, Mo used to get outside the house, I mean the church, and say what he has to say. And I think if that could be the modus operandi, not just for the Anglican Church, but for everybody else, it would be better, because sometimes what you want to say may not be, maybe you are politicians from different, poolings, and then you say this, there's cheering, and the whole atmosphere changes from godly submission into a political, you've seen even in that clip, mentioning political figures, there's cheering, and it spoils that sanctity of the church. So I fully support that idea that if we wish, we either arrange our own meetings, or if we come out from the church and people want to listen to us, we say one or two things and beyond, but not to spoil the atmosphere of
giving
worship.
in church?
Giving in church, I think as the correct thing should be you keep quiet about it. The correct thing, you keep quiet about it. But I hesitate about matters of faith, Fred, because there are some people who are told, you will go and you will give this, yeah? And it's a public thing. Let me give the example of Abraham. He was told you are going to sacrifice your child. So you don't know what that person and his God have discussed on those matters. Okay. Should it be public? Should it not be public? Those are matters of faith. So I don't like to really, but the general consensus should be you should keep quiet as much as possible.
Okay. Bwana Makali, will you go next?
I think I agree with the bishop in terms of making